Okay, we're going to go back through the angle relationship vocabulary, and I'm going to give a little more explanation. All right, now let's take what we learned on identifying these angles and what makes what angles congruent, and we're going to do a little algebra. This is number 8. In the figure below, M angle 2, it's the same as just saying the measurement of angle 2. So this angle right here. So angle 2 measures 37 degrees. Okay. And our directions are find angle 1, angle 3, and angle 4. And you may be looking at this going, hold on, you only gave me 1. How am I supposed to find the rest? Well, we have a lot of options on how we can find the rest. Okay. Using the vocabulary you just learned is going to be huge. All right, vertical angles. Vertical angles tell us that when we have two lines that intersect, opposite angles are equal, right? Or congruent. So that means that angle 2 and angle 4 are going to equal each other. So if angle 2 is congruent to angle 4, then that means angle 4 is 37 degrees, isn't it? So on your notes, I want you to write this. Angle 2 congruent to angle 4. So angle 4 equals 37 degrees. I also want you to write vertical angle off to the side. Now in geometry, everything has to be proven. You have to write the properties or write the rules. So this will give you a little taste of how geometry is going to go. I want you to write vertical angles next to this statement so that we can start creating the muscle memory of what rules we're using for what. All right, so now, angle 1 and 3. If I take a look at this, I have a straight line, right? What do we know about two angles that are adjacent that make a straight line? Well, they add up to 180, right? Angle 2 plus angle 3 equals 180 degrees because of supplementary angles, right? So if angle 2 and angle 3 add up to 180 degrees, well, I know angle 2 is 37. So what plus 37 equals 180 degrees? Angle 3 equals 143 degrees. Now, if angle 3 equals 143, guess what angle 1 equals? 143 degrees. And I know that because of vertical angles. I know if they're the opposite, they're going to equal each other. And if you take a look at this for a second, if I did the math, do you see how angle 1 plus angle 4 makes a straight line? Well, if angle 4 is 37 and I want to find out angle 1, wouldn't I be doing the same exact math that I did here in the red? Yeah. So there are 3 key parts to this to prove how you know each of these equal what they do. All right, example 9. Two parallel lines are cut by a transversal. Suppose angle 1 is 143 degrees. Might as well just label that right now. Find angle 6 and find angle 8. Now, this one, we have a little investigating to do. There are so many different ways that you could approach this. Okay. Here's the way I would do it. If you look at 8 and 6, do you see how 8 and 6 are vertical angles? So if 8 and 6 are going to equal each other, all I have to do is find angle 8 or angle 6, and I'll be able to find the other because they're equal. So I would pick either 8 or 6. Which one do you want to find the measurement of? Let's say you want to find 8. Okay. Well, I can't do corresponding angles would mean that 1 and 5 were equal because they're in the same exact position, right? That doesn't get me 8 right away. If I look at alternate exterior, 1 and 7 would be alternate exterior, but I want 8. Well, if I know 5, could I figure out 8? I could because they're on a straight line, right? If I find 7, couldn't I figure out 8? Yeah, because it's on a straight line. So I'm not going to get straight to 8. I'm going to have to find another angle first, but it's possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, well, angle 1 is congruent to angle 5 because of corresponding angles. So I know that 1 and 5 will be equal to each other because of corresponding angles. I also know, because I have a straight line here, that angle 5 plus angle 8 is going to equal 180 degrees because of supplementary, right? Well, how big is angle 5? Oh, it's 143. Okay. So 143 plus angle 8 is going to equal 180 degrees. What would angle 8 end up equaling? Grab a calculator, do the math. 37 degrees. So angle 8 is 37. Now right here we said angle 8 and angle 6 are equal to each other. So that means angle 6 is also 37 degrees. And that's it. I want you to try this one completely on your own. So hit pause and do this one. All right. So you should have gotten angle 5 equals 99 degrees. And that's because of alternate interior angles. Because these alternate on the inside, they are equal to each other. So angle 5 is 99 degrees. Now, angle 5 and angle 8 are actually adjacent on a straight line. So angle 5 plus angle 8 equals 180 degrees because of the supplementary angles. Do your math and you find that angle 8 equals 81 degrees. That's it.